Welcome back, guys. Got my Suzuki here. I did a video on this a little while back. If you haven't seen it, why not? There's a link at the bottom before and there'll be a pop-up icon at the end so you can click and watch that video. I had my first outing on this last week since I got it last year in 2021. I'm part of OMCC, which is Odium Motorcycle Club. So we had an airfield riding day at RF Odium. Over 150 riders in 3 groups, novice to experienced. I was in the experienced group, had a great day. This was the first time I'd actually got to ride the bike properly. Had a great day with it. The riding day is on an airfield and we've got the main runway and then it deviates off and they turn it into a track, but it's not a track day, it's an airfield riding day. But when you turn up at the car park, it certainly does feel like a track day. I had a marquee up, generator, tyre warmers, so we come fully kitted to have a great day. Make sure there was no issues with this bike. I've got another track day coming up now, so this bike's going to be shipped off tomorrow to southern Spain, going to Almería with 40 others to do a 4-day event, so I'll be there for a week. So I'm just going to make sure everything's okay with the bike. I'm just going to service it and go for a few tweaks. So I'll do a video on it and take you on this journey all the way to Spain and back. Stay tuned. On the airfield riding day, I had a few issues with this brake lever. It was inconsistent. Sometimes the lever was quite a way out, had good braking, and sometimes it was closer to the handlebar, which was a bit unnerving. Each lap was different. So I'm going to bleed the brakes up the master cylinder and down at the caliper. These GSXRs did have a recall on them a few years ago for front master cylinder. I've just done a check on the Suzuki website with the chassis number. There's no recall outstanding, so I would have to assume this master cylinder has been done. So I'm going to bleed the brakes, I'm going to strip the brakes and have a quick look at them, make sure the pads are okay, and the bolts that hold the caliper on. You can get uprated bolts where they've got little drillings in them, so you can put some wire through them to make sure that they don't come loose. But we're on a workshop, so I'm going to drill those myself and just put some baling wire through those. So these are the caliper retaining bolts. These are the ones I'm going to take out, drill some holes in, put some baling wire through them. Now they look like they've been replaced before. This bike's had a few additions, as I showed you in my last video. These bolts are definitely not standard to the motorcycle. How do I know that? Because the Japanese motorcycle, the Japanese don't use 13mm bolts or 30mm head bolts on any of their components. These are 13s. They're normally a 12 or a 14 or Allen key. So now I know these have been changed. They're going to be stainless steel as well. How do we know they're stainless steel? I'll show you. So a magnet here. It's a regular bolt, it's magnetic, stainless steel bolt, not magnetic, but titanium's not magnetic either. Feeling the weight of these actually feel like they may be titanium. This bolt's half the size, yeah, it feels heavier, so it's a good chance that these are titanium bolts. So give a look on the inside, it's already been domed, it's been machined, so I can put some holes in and come out into that dish and I can put a baling wire through it. There we go, all full drill now. I've only put 3 holes in each one. I didn't need to have 6 in there. Before they go back on, I need to get the front tyre off because I'm going to replace it with a new one. Put a slot through one side, put a groove on the other so that I can fold it, almost creating a hinge. I've done the welding now. It's not my greatest achievement. There was quite a bit of corrosion in there, kept flaring up, bubbling, so I had to keep going over it to try and get rid of that bubble. It's done. I'm happy with it. I've started it up. There's no blow there now. I've got rid of the wheel chock. Just jacked it up to get the front wheel off. So I'm going to do a tyre swap on this. This tyre's still in good condition, so I'm going to keep that for future track days, but I want a brand new one on the front. I'm going to keep running the rear one, get through day one, and then I'll stick a new one on there to get through the next 3 days. Pads are still good. I've got a set in stock. Not sure what make these are, but at least if I put some EBC ones on there, I know what I've got on. They look like EBCs. They're still good, so I'll put them back in because they match. I've just cleaned them up and can see the lumber on there just about. And these are EBC race pads, so I'm going to put these back in. Okay, everything's back together. New tyres on, brake pads are back in, brakes are bled. Just going to put the wire on. It's a special pair of pliers to go with this. They're twisting pliers. They have this little wheel at the bottom. If I unwind it and let go, you can see it twist. And the reverse happens is when you've got this clamped onto the wire, you pull the bottom and the whole tool spins. Wire through about 50-50, half in, half out. Just twist that back and stick it in the hole. Saves it catching on anything. There we go, job done. Bolts torqued, secured. I'll just do the other side. Whilst we're here and the cover's off, I'm just going to do a quick oil and filter change as well. Right, everything done. All my checks are done. Service done. Chain adjusted, lubed. Got a chain gauge. So I've measured the chain. It's got 0 wear on there, so it's still good. Front tyre done. I've got to load the back tyre up to go with this. I've got 10 minutes to get it loaded in the van and head over to Wokingham to where I've got to meet up to get it loaded up onto the back of a lorry. Don't adjust your cameras. I have had a shave. This is day 2, today's Sunday. I didn't get time yesterday to finish it off, so I've had to come in today. So, I'm happy with everything. Brake bled. The front bolts bailed up, so they're safe now. All the bolts are tight, everything is tight on there, so I'm happy for it to be loaded up and head over to Spain. Okay, press for time, so let's get this going. is the lorry that the bikes are going to go on. These are the little cradles you put your bikes in and all your gear. There's a few of us going. So I'm going to unload now and grab myself one of those cradles and load up. Well, there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. And so that's how they load their bikes up to go to Spain. So the lorry drivers are going to head off and hopefully be there by Wednesday. We're heading off on Saturday and we'll be on track week Monday. So we'll see you there.